The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's got some space here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mayfield on play action. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard, able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got room. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ready? Yellow lady? Sammy!
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Mayfield gets it to Gordon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They run again with Hyde on 1st. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The defensive rookie of the year, Marshawn Lattimore, there in coverage for New Orleans.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to stay. Forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
We got three, fellas. We got ready.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
1st down, run with Hyde. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here we go now. Green, 35.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And some room to maneuver. And room there to work it inside the 25. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Ready. Kill. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Kill. Good set.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Kill. Ready. You waiting?
They go play action here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. They'll give to Hyde, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control him. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Throwing, Mayfield, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Going deep here for Watkins. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, Kamara. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent took the balance in his favor to go #1.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll run. Hyde. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run forward with Hyde. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And now running right through it. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Here we go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw is Breeze. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
13, ready. You waiting?
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3 down, ready. Yellow waiting.
Now Breeze again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I.
25, check 25, check 25. Check. Kill. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Exit. Check.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Ready. 90. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Leopard.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Mayfield now looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They pitch it out to high. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Detroit! Gone!
Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A give left to high. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's high. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. It's the first NFL touchdown pass for the Heisman winner, Baker Mayfield. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time at Oklahoma, another one might be routine, but not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield, and look out, NFL defenses.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive...
Now Breeze wants the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Macklin, the intended receiver, Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the counter, this is high. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mayfield to throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, got 3, three down. Wide, get ready,
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ready, you're 90.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He's going to go for a... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right, here we go. Green 56. Green 56. Gone.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gone.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Ginn. Powers past him at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Christian Kirksey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Oh, he's got a breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side. And now, they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead. They go into coast mode. And all of a sudden, they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Oh, good move. Now he goes spin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Another toe for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Jamal Sheard on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And back to the ground, high. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Breeze now on first down. Fighting his way through contact. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Ready? You ready? Hey, kill. Good set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Ready? Yellow lady?
Now Breeze got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up.
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They start the drive with high, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play down.
All right, here we go. Back to that Philly. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Let's go. We got this. Tighten up.
They run it again with high. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Gun.
Mayfield to throw. And this is one. He hits Landry. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Running left. Here's High. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head